Hey guys, BanishDesigns here with my newest background I made. I'm sorry it's been such a long time since I posted something with the background, but I've been busy and also I didn't know which backgrounds to do, but I have a bunch now, so I'm ready to start posting for you guys again. But I've been noticing that you guys have been kind of inactive, so that's another reason why I haven't been uploading as much. But if you guys show me some support, give me 30 likes on this video and some more views, then I'll start posting some more of my backgrounds. Now there's something new I'm doing. Instead of doing a progression, I'm going to do a walkthrough. So I'm just going to walk you through all the stuff I have on my background and what it looks like and how I did everything. So let's get started. So as you can see on the module right here, I'm going to stop it right here. And what I did on the module is I'm not going to show you completely what I did, but I added a drop shadow, an inner shadow. You guys can pause this and check if you want. A gradient overlay with, you might not notice it, but it's actually dark gray to black, and a stroke of the color to match the background, which is green. So as we proceed up, you'll notice that I have the Optic logo, which I made this one, and then I just have Optic Nation in the middle because this background's for Optic Pamaj. I'm pretty sure I'm saying it right, but if not, sorry. But yeah, so at the top you see I have the text. I just have his name, 3D text in the middle. You see that I have a couple layers on the text. You got the middle green, the silver, and black. So now to get into the background, so what I have, I'll start with the back. I have this design here, which was made by adding two white shapes, curved shapes, and putting them on overlay or soft light. So let's just see, I don't even know what some of these layers are, but whatever. So first of all, to make a nice background, it can be simple, but to give it a nicer look, you want to add textures to the back. So let's see if I can find them. So first of all, I have this render, this abstract render in the back that if it goes away, as you can see on the sides, gives it these little shapes on it. So let's keep going up. So as you can see, I have these textures here, and those are on the back of the whole background from top to bottom. And then what I usually do is I put them on overlay. I think they're all on overlay, yeah, see, and I just put them between 30 and 80. That's my usual. So just let's see what they look like without all the textures. If this will finish loading. As you can see, it got much brighter, and the white curved area right here got a lot more plain, and also a lot of stuff on the background doesn't look as grungy and as interesting as it did with the textures. The textures just give it more of a better look, more of a better feeling, because it's got a bunch of extra things to give it a nicer like shade on it. As you can see, it made it much darker and also gave it a lot more texture and feeling to it in the back. As you can see right here, before it just had a white cracks in it. Now it's got a bunch of textures. It gives it more of a broken wall feeling. So as we go up, you see that I add textures to my text. So right here, this is what the text would look like without the two things on it, without the two effects on it, which is a drop shadow and a gradient overlay. As you can see, it's not much different, but when adding it, it makes it look like it's moving in front because of the drop shadow, and also the gradient overlay gives it more of a managed color instead of being, it goes white at the top and darker to the bottom. So if we keep going, you also see that I have textures on it. Again, it's for the same reason. I just want it to look professional and very dark grunge looking. So I have a bunch of textures on top of it, and I put a clipping mask on them so that they're only on the text, not the whole background. So if we take this off, you'll see what it looks like. Any day. There we go. As you can see, it's a lot more plain. It doesn't look as exciting as it did before. It's just one plain color. It doesn't, and there's nothing really to it, and it doesn't really match the background considering everything's all grunge and metal and stone, and then this text is just plain black with nothing on it. So when you add it back, you'll see the huge difference on it. Wish I had a better computer. So as you can see, gives it a more centered glow. Gives it more of a centered glow, and also it just gives it this texture to match the background. So same thing, I put it from 30 to 100% on this, so this is different. Now as we go up, we just have the text for the banner. Nothing special, you just put gradient overlays on them and then try and adjust it with the color of your background. So let's keep going up. Now as you can see, this spot, the green, these are the little lights. Now I have a tutorial on how to make these on my channel already, so you can go check those out. It's for the edges or the sides like this. So let's just keep going up. Again, more stuff like for the text. I honestly don't even know what this is. Oh, okay. So that was just these two layers are just little effects on the side for the banner. If this ever loads back, you'll see that it's on that side too, but my computer's really slow. Sorry guys. And then up here, it's just another light. It's just these lights, and I toned them down because they were a little too bright. Now, after everything that I've added, all the textures and effects on the text and everything, I add gradient maps. So these are kind of important. They make everything match more. So as you can see, these are kind of yellowy green gradient maps to match the kind of colors I'm going for in the background. So if we take both of these off, we'll see what the background looks like. Now as you can see, as it's loading, it gets a lot more plain, much more gray. There's not as much color, and it's just too bright. As you can see, this background, this white part, it's a little kind of saturated, doesn't look as nice. This is all really gray, really plain, and also some stuff doesn't match because of it, like let's say this white part and then the background with the green here, it just doesn't flow as much. So gradients in my backgrounds, gradients are really important, and you actually have to watch out for gradients and see if you can work on these and see how you just gotta adjust them. You gotta find out the color of your background, what you're trying to go for, if you want a bright one or a dark one. So now let's just go back to this quickly and see how it looks. As you can see, it's much more, the color is much more intense, and it just gives it a much better feel. It gives it more color, more everything, more epicness. So I hope this walkthrough helped you out. I hope this is kind of what you guys were looking for. I might keep doing this if you want. Give me some feedback if you like these walkthroughs. I know these videos are kind of long, but I do fully explain what I did on the background and all the settings I use, like if I use soft light, overlay, the opacity. So a like would be greatly appreciated, and I'll post more of these. Just post in the comments if you like this idea, or if you just want me to show the background quickly or do progressions. So thank you guys a lot. Please leave a like if this helped you out a bit, and background tutorials coming soon. Peace guys.